So this is a question we have been given. A random file keeps 10 records. Show how the following records are inserted in the file. So here I'm beginning to write the answer. So here what I'll do, I'll try to draw an estimate of the file, just an estimate of the file. So maybe I'll draw it down here. So let's assume our file is here. These records are not inside the computer. So here, this is going to act as the computer file. And this is our random file. So we shall just draw it here. The reason why I'm drawing it is to be able to interpret well and know how the program works. So here, if the file keeps 10 values, it means we shall have a file like that. So we shall have position 1, keeping the first value, position 2, keeping another value, position 3, I'll have 2, I'll have 3, I'll have 4, I'll have 5, I'll have 6, I'll have position 7, I'll have position 8, I'll have position 9, and I'll have position 10. So the file has got 10 positions. But right now, we're not sure where each of these records will be put. In a random file, you're not sure of the position where the record is put or is going to be put. The only way you can be sure is by using the key value to calculate the position. Now, why I'm saying you're not sure of where the record is because when you want to search the records, you're not sure of where they are. But the computers calculate the position using what? Using a formula we talked about yesterday, which is the what? The hash algorithm. This is the hash algorithm. So that is our question. When you get the video, first copy the question. And then this illustration I'm putting down here is just to show how we can go about this to get the answer. So I'll lower this so that we can start answering. Now the 10 positions the file has. In order for us to know where to put the record, we need to get the key value and then apply a formula. The formula I told you can be any formula, but the technical name we give that formula is called the hash what? The hash algorithm. However, there's no fixed hash algorithm. There's so many different hash algorithms. It depends you, the programmer, who's writing the computer program. But when you're writing the computer, when you're designing the hash algorithm, make sure that it does not cause a lot of clashing. Clashing, we say, is the situation where a position has been calculated. If you want to insert a record, the position will be calculated, but that position will already be taken up or occupied in the random file. That is called clashing. So the method that you get for the hash algorithm must avoid clashing or too much clashing. So here, the common method which is used as a hash algorithm is looking at the key value of the record you want to put. Now, this is our record of done, what we insert here. But to insert this record, we need to get the key value of done, which is the patient ID. The key value means the primary key value. So the commonest formula which is used for hash algorithm is get the key value modulus the file size. Key value modulus the file size. This always gives us the position where to put the value. Now, the position technically, the position that you get after applying the hash algorithm is refers to as the hash key, technically. So you get the key value modulus the file size, and this gives us the position. Now, this is if you're going to insert. If you're going to insert, it will give us the position where the value should be inserted in the random file. Now, if you want to access a record, the same formula will be applied to the key value of the record that you want to access. And then the position which you get now, it means that the position where the record will be picked or accessed. That's when you're accessing what? Records. So the hash algorithm is used in two ways: calculate the position where a new record should be inserted, or to calculate the position where a record should be picked when a record is being searched for. So here for record 1 for done, we shall get 31 modulus 10. Why 10? Because our file size keeps only 10 records. So 31 modulus 10 gives us 1. Modulus means remained after dividing. So now here, this means that the record of done is going to be put in position 1. Now, what I mean by record is this. If you are putting done in position 1, it means that we are going to put all these values about done. That's what I mean by record. So we shall get 31 here, and we also put done. So we have now recorded all the information about done. If you had more information like class teacher, marks, they will all be here in that position, because that's what I mean by a record. However, we're only using part of the information of the record to calculate the position where the record should go. We move on to Emma. To get the position where to put Emma, we shall use this formula, 87 mod 10, that gives us 7. So Emma will be put in Emma's record, all the record about Emma, all the details. The details are the patient ID and the name Emma. They will be put in that position, which is position 7. Next, we have Mary's record. We shall get Mary's key value modulus 10. That gives us 3. So Mary's record should go in position 3. So this is our record. That's our ID and the name. In this case, our record is made up of two values, the ID and the name. So we shall do that. Then we shall get 53 modulus 10. Now we want to insert the record of Dennis. We shall get the key value of Dennis modulus 10, and this gives us 3. So Dennis's record is meant to be kept in position 3, but position 3 has been already taken up. So that situation is called clashing. That situation is called clashing. We have calculated a position where we want to put a record, but that position is already occupied, and the computer can't keep two records in the same position because they will end up corrupting each other. You get? It will be difficult to search for the records. So here, there are very many solutions that the computer takes in order to solve clashing. Why does it do that? Because it must find a position where it needs to put this record, which is causing clashing. It can't be left out. So one of the methods that is used is to search the file to find any free position, beginning from the position which is after the position which was hashed. The position which was hashed means the position which was calculated from the hash algorithm, which is position 3. So here the computer will begin searching from position 4 and to continue searching for any free space. For any free space. Now here, it means that the computer will go to position 4 and see, is it free? Yes. If it's free, that's why it's going to put the record of Dennis. So here it will put the record of Dennis. Now that method of searching for any empty position and putting the new record there after realizing that there's clashing, that is called open hashing. That method is called open hashing. So here we have used open hashing to find a position where the new record can be put. It's called open hashing. Second method. In case all these positions are full and there's no empty position, the computer can use another method called closed hashing. With closed hashing, what happens is the new record which is causing clashing can be put in an extra memory location referred to as a bucket, or sometimes it can be referred to as an overflow area. So the computer will create some empty space, some empty space. For example, like here, to just create an empty space like that, then it will name it what? The overflow area. Then it can put the record there. So it should be an empty space, which is what? Free. And this purpose is just to keep what? All the records or values that cause clashing. So here, in this case, if you don't put it here in position 4, we can also put it where? Here. And that process of keeping the new record into an overflow area or an external memory space is referred to as what? Closed hashing. Closed hashing. So that's how records are put in a random file. That is called closed hashing. That's how records are put in a random file. Now, how are records searched from a random file? If you want to find a record from a random file, what do you do? To find a record from a random file, we use the same formula. We use the hash algorithm. We apply the hash algorithm to the record key value or the primary key value of that record that you want. For example, if someone comes and says, I want the record of Emma. What you do basically is very simple. You just get this record key value of Emma, apply hash algorithm, you get, which is the same thing like here. And then we shall get position 7. So we shall get 87 modulus 10 to give us what? 7. And now the 7 that we get this time won't be the position where to put, but it will be the position where to find Emma's record. Then the computer will just jump directly there and pick the record. So it's very, very, very obvious that when you use the random files, you can access records directly from their positions where they are kept. Because after calculating this position, you just jump there and pick it. So it means random files allow direct access to data. They allow direct access to data. Now, that's how random files work. Next, let's look at